What is up, everybody? Just waiting for the guys to jump in. We are gonna chat with our pollers, get some insight on what people are doing, preparing for the Super 64. We got a couple of guys that are lined up to join in and check things out, see what they're doing, how they're preparing. Have them jump on in. I'm gonna set up all my stuff here. Let's hear it in the comments what people think. Who do they think is gonna win this thing? I'm not sure that there's actually a favorite anymore. I thought there was a favorite at first, but I can't find a favorite anymore. I've also been asked many times what we're gonna do for the next weight class. I'm not sure yet. I've debated the next weight class quite heavily. Um, Maybe I'll just have it randomly selected at the end of this first one we do. I don't know. Not exactly sure yet. But either way, it should be pretty awesome. Some people have been asking how we're doing this compared to other events. As far as rules and stuff goes, we are doing a 3 foul system. That's about the only major difference. Mr. Robert, what's happening?
Yo, what's up, dude?
How goes things over there?
Goes well. Just got
Yeah?
done feeding my face, so now I'm really
Yeah.
happy.
Trying to make 242?
I'm 235 right now.
Yeah, you're trying to make it still.
No.
Still got a ways to go.
I'm just fine. We're at where I'm at.
Yeah. Where are you at again?
Missouri.
Missouri, that's right.
Yep.
Let me see. I think I have your. Did I mark you on here yet?
I didn't see it.
You're right here. MO, I think.
Yep.
I'm trying to keep track of the states, so we know where everyone's from. It'd be kind of cool at the end to see how many different states and stuff we have. But have you been? I know you've been messaging me a couple of times on what Christo Bell.
Mhm.
You think you're ready for Christo?
Oh yeah. I think so. I mean, I've been putting in a bunch of work, so um, we'll see what happens. I mean, I've watched some videos, but I mean, he doesn't have a lot of videos online. I saw the one with him and Uncle John and the strap, and he looked like he went through them pretty easy. But
Yeah.
what I,
Uncle
you know,
John
what
right-handed is not the same though.
right? Well, and I was
Left-handed's his
wondering.
game.
Yeah, I was wondering too. Like, what did he do before that? You know, did he go through a war before that or not? So, yeah, we'll
Yeah,
definitely.
no, yeah. Christo Bell's a unique bowler. He's really really strong.
Yeah, he looks
Um,
strong.
he's I want to say he's from Arizona or something down there. I've marked him as Arizona.
Yep.
I think that's where he's from. But dude's really strong. I've actually seen him pull a handful of times in Arizona tournaments. Um, but just an overall strong dude. Um, lots of side pressure, lots of drag, strap, top roll type of hook. Just
Yeah,
dragging
he looks
through.
tall too.
Yeah, nah, I wouldn't say like massive, but
Yeah,
fairly decent size. I bet he's
yeah,
under 6 foot. But no, I bet it's gonna be good either way. And you haven't you said you were about to retire and stuff, and now you're coming back for this, huh?
yeah. I had lost all interest until this happened, and then I was like, you know what, this is. I didn't even know. I just happened to click on the one of the original links, and I saw my name, and I was like, what the hell is that? So then I was like, okay, cool. So yeah, and I've
I'm not gonna
actually
lie, that's pretty awesome. That's
it was like nobody said anything. I just happened to look, and I was just like, all right then. I mean, if I qualify for it, let's go. Let's see what happens. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I've been putting in a ton of work too. Like this is the first time I've actually lifted weights in the almost 8 years that I've pulled. So, and my numbers are good. I mean, just in the month I've been lifting, like my numbers are coming out good. I mean, I'm
yeah.
kind of surprising myself. So, yeah,
Well, that's awesome, man. I like to hear those kind of stories. Bringing guys back into it from basically the depths of this, and now you're actually arm wrestling again. So, I mean, that's pretty
yeah, for
sweet.
sure. Yeah, we've been working hard for sure. I've got some guys that come over and you know work with me and pull with me and stuff like that, and I'm just like I'm in it for serious. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be a good
What's
time.
your what's your normal style?
I mean, I can hook and I can top roll. So I got a press. For the longest time, I was a top roller, but here lately, I've been working a lot of hook. Um, I think I'm versatile. I can pretty much go anywhere.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you make it through Christabel, uh, Tracy and Casey, I actually know pretty well.
Yeah,
Uh, Tracy out of Texas, a lighter weight guy. Casey's from Utah. I'd say Casey's more of a top roller than anything. Um, he's fairly tall,
yeah,
long arms, stuff like that. Tracy's got massive hands for his size. Probably walks around 200s, 210, somewhere in there, I bet. Wouldn't be surprised if he came in as big as possible.
yeah.
Um, but uh, from what I hear, Tracy's getting absolutely super strong down there in Texas. So could go either way there. Maybe, I don't know. Casey's training his butt off on his cruise ship. He's on with Megan right now, so I'm sure that's helping. But yeah, that next match for yours, if you get through Cristo, that next match could be even more harder than the first one. So,
It's
would
definitely, I'm
you
not looking for
would
a walk in the park. That's for sure.
there's none of that here. I
Yeah,
don't know where you're
yeah.
going if you want to walk in a park.
No, I'm saying I'm not looking for a walk in the park.
I know, I'm just kidding with you. No, if you had a style that you would want to compete against them more often, what would it be?
Probably hook.
Oh, you like hookers, huh?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Christo's kind of a more of a flat hand, hook kind of guy.
yeah,
He
yeah.
might you might be okay there.
Yeah. I mean, just going back to what I know, I always, for the most part, you have a plan until you get up there, and then
Yeah,
half the time I'll just top roll just 'cause that's what I'm used to. But I mean, if I could
right.
get into just a meet in the middle grind, I'd like that.
Yeah, that's the. I mean, you're definitely gonna get that with Christo. That's definitely gonna be exactly where it's gonna end up. Just a
Yeah,
grinder, drag, right off the bat. Now, Tracy and Casey are definitely more than likely not gonna go inside. They are going to probably stay outside with you. Um, if you end up making it past Christo. And then if you get past that, you're gonna probably, have one of those other four guys at the bottom there: Frank, Taylor, Jonathan, David. Those are all top rollers. So
Yeah.
that's a rough start. You got one hooker possibly, and the rest are all top rollers. So, but yeah, seems like everything's coming together. We finally got everyone signed up and
Yeah.
paid and everything else. So that's fantastic. I'm not gonna lie, I've had a bunch of people doubting this thing from day one, thinking that
Oh, I'm sure.
it was gonna be near impossible to get this to roll. So it's quite amazing that it's even this far at this point. So if there's one guy in this tournament more than anyone, who would you want to pull?
I think honestly, I would like to pull Edo. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, I've seen a couple videos of his and stuff, and he looks like that's actually the one that I watched the most was the one with Crystal Bell.
Oh, yeah, in Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that would be fun. I mean, the way I look at it is like this: I'll jump on the table with anybody. So I mean,
Do you think? I mean, there's a good chance you have 3 or 4 matches, and he has 3 or 4 matches, and you get to pull him right in the middle there.
Yeah.
Right at the top here. So I mean, there's a good chance you get it. What's something other than Edo that's on your side? So coming from the other side, let's look at the other side. If you had the most ideal matchup, you're gonna have to end up pulling one of these guys on this other side. Who's the guy you want to pull?
Can't even see it.
Oh, you want? I mean, I'll just try to zoom in here for you. Hold on a sec. Move these out. I was playing around with the screen here. Okay, let's go. Oh, we got some visitors. We got Charles and Chris jumping in.
Yo.
So there's your other side. Who would you want on the other side there, Robert?
I mean, there's a bunch of those dudes that I have no idea who they are.
Well, one of them's in the chat with you right now. Maybe you want that guy to come across.
Which one's that one? I can't even tell.
Chris Kaufman's in the chat right there. He wants to come across and pull you.
That's fine with me.
What are you weighing there, Chris? You losing some weight?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're a little quiet.
I think my AirPods work. I was 262 this morning.
260, huh? Yeah, I mean, you're
Big
getting
boy.
closer. Getting closer. Chris can't even work out. He's so heavy. He's got to just lose weight the whole time. So, did you get to train a little bit with Fabian, Chris?
No, he didn't practice this last time.
Oh, he's avoiding you like the plague, huh?
How about that?
Well.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be interesting. You guys haven't pulled in a long time.
Nah, we haven't pulled in, not since the last actual tournament I pulled.
Yeah, that was what, 5, 6, 7 years
ago.
ago or something? 8 years ago? Yeah, that's a different Chris. That's a lighter, stronger. I don't know, different Chris.
You say so.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. See, you guys got those little stem cells in your elbow. See, I got stem cells all throughout my body.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same diff, right? If it works for my elbow, it should work for your whole body. So you're great. You're a super soldier. You're like Captain America at this point.
Pretty close, except fatter, but better looking.
A fatter, less in shape, not as ripped Captain America. Got it.
Yeah. We're looking looking at anyway? Let me see.
Oh, this is we're just looking at the bracket. We're just talking about your matchups, what you're looking forward to. Who'd you like to pull? You know, obviously you have Fabian right off the bat,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you've ever seen Oscar or Rance pull, but if you get through Fabian, you're gonna have one of those two, Oscar or Rance. Oscar is just a tank. I wouldn't even say Oscar looks very good at arm wrestling, but the guy is stupid strong.
Yeah.
And but Rance again pulls the exact same way as Oscar, but Rance actually knows how to arm wrestle. So it'll be interesting to see which one comes out of that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rance is super strong.
Yeah.
So, I don't know anybody here, pretty much. So, like, I was kind of looking at some of those, like, the people that have wins and stuff, because everybody keeps talking about, what's his name, Edo?
Edo, they on the other side? Yeah. Edo's on the opposite side of you. Yeah, on your side of the bracket, you technically, I mean, everyone's good. There's no one that's one off bad or anything, but right off the bat, you got Fabian. You're gonna have Rance or Oscar. Rance and Oscar are super strong drag hook pullers. And then Nathan Johnson and Ryan. Nathan's coming up in weight. He's really good. I've pulled him for a long time. I'm not really familiar with Sean or Joel. You know, Jody Williams, obviously good top roller, really, really fast. But you would not meet any of these guys towards your fourth or fifth match, so that's a little bit different scenario. But like I asked Robert, we'll look at the other side real quick here. Who on this other side would you prefer to come across if you made it to the finals? Who would you most likely want to pull if you had to pull someone?
You talking to me?
Yeah,
Where's
to you.
Jess Hurley? I want that son of a bitch.
You want Jess Hurley?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jess Hurley is a dark horse in this. People are not. They don't know. They don't know how strong Jess is.
Well, he pulls weird too.
Yeah. Jess. Just so everyone knows, Jess trains with me. He's out of Cheyenne, but very, very strong top roller. Very good. Lots of up pressure, lots of back pressure. It's going to be very difficult for most of these guys to beat Jess. He's not even in the class, weight class wise. He's probably sitting 210, 205 at the most.
Who's
So-
Jess?
Jess Hurley?
Jess Hurley? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know anything about him. I was trying to log in when the
Dark
whole
horse.
crystal ball
Dark
conversation
horse.
was happening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like from the people in the last call. Most of the people prefer to hook anyway. His style actually matches up really good with him.
Yeah, Jess is going to match up fairly good against most of those guys. I would say his problem area will be someone like Drew or Troy that are consistent hookers or flat handers. It's people who typically try to top roll Jess are the ones who beat him. So those are
Well,
going to be
then
his problem areas.
perfect. I'm all for him.
Yeah, but you're on the other side there, Smalls.
Oh, that's right. I'm coming through with the fury.
So let's go to Lewis real quick. So you got Josh Woodhouse.
Yeah, I know
Woodhouse
nothing
has
about
messaged
him.
me multiple times. He doesn't even know who you are. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
I don't
He
know
probably
anything
does.
about Woodhouse. I've looked up video, tried to anyways. I got nothing on him. I just know I'm coming in hard. I'm coming in fast. I'm going sideways. I'm gonna fuck shit up.
That is exactly what I want to hear.
Whether it's my own arm or winning, it doesn't matter to me.
So for Chris and the elbow. Oh, there we go. We finally got in a new guy that I haven't had in a while.
Hey,
Mr. Palmer. Man, I wish Frank was on now. This would be fantastic.
he's watching.
So let me go back to Chris and Lewis here.
You won't be. It's all.
If other than the person you're first matched up with, who would you most likely want to pull else in the tournament or meet in the finals? I know Chris wants Jess, but
I think I don't know. I don't know if the things that I don't know better seems to be stronger for.
I would say Edo is probably one of the favorite guys on that side, on the other side.
Edo's been working hard. He's right there in the same category as Jess Hurley. He's only like maybe 210 pounds right now.
Yeah.
And he's doing well. I mean, he just had a super match with one of the local guys, which means absolutely nothing. He stonewalled him, just held him in place.
Oh yeah, with Steve West Jr.
Yeah. But Ito, I think Ito's big thing is like he's got good back pressure, and he's been working hard on his hand. So we'll see, what he has in store for the rest of us, going sideways and stuff like that. He's been beating up on Wolf a lot. Eric Wolf. They've been training a lot together. I don't know if he can still take Eric Wolf left-handed.
All you gotta do is press Eric Wolf, dude. What are you talking
about? you gotta get into that press first.
I'm just kidding.
But,
so who would you want to pull, Lewis, if you had someone that you could pick out from this entire thing? Would you just pick Charles because he talks so much shit, or would you pick out someone else?
Out of all of it, I mean, Lerner was in the group, but I guess he decided to not continue on. What does he think? He's better than us or something?
Yeah, something like that. I'll take you back to the big list here.
I think.
Who do you want to pull on that? Who's the best case scenario for Lewis and wanting to come in and pull?
To be honest with you, like I saw Fabian pull Miguel back in.
Oh yeah, that was Arizona or something. Yeah,
that was in Arizona. That was like 2020, and that was my first ever actual like big tournament. And I ran through both left and right hand amateurs with no contest. I didn't have a single threat the entire time. So It's just like watching Fabian and pull Miguel, and then pulling with Miguel, and then pulling recently with Miguel. It's be like, all right, I want to see where I stack up with Fabian and see what's going on with that. For sure.
Wow.
Definitely want to get my hands on Jody. Jody and I have actually we've never even side pulled.
You and Jody have never pulled? You're like
never.
Always at the same tournaments and stuff.
I know. And he's always in a different weight class, or I'm out sooner than he is.
Does that mean you're not as good as him, or what does that mean?
Well, duh.
Just kidding.
I think, but Jody and I actually have never had the opportunity, even bracket-wise, like we've never been paired up in Washington State or in
you
Bend.
You win. Let's see, if he wins 1, 2, 3, and you win 3, you get to pull him.
Gotcha.
So you just either gotta hope that he wins 3 and you win 3, or you go match up somehow down the road at the bottom side.
I think I can win 3. I don't know anything about Woodall or Woodhouse. Let's see if I can find something on Woodhouse.
He's a hooker.
Yeah, isn't he from your area, Robert?
Yeah, he's a hooker. Strong guy. Really strong. Yeah, he's from down in Arkansas.
Yeah, and I know Ben's from the East Coast side. I think Massachusetts or something like that. And then Edgar Barrios is from he's from Texas. Strong kid. I mean, Do you do better against hookers, Lewis? What would you say?
Actually, to be honest with you, I'm kind of a mishmash. As of current, with who I've been training with, I've been training a lot with Matt Bittner and Ryan Schmidt and Ian Schmidt. Like, I know you guys don't know who the Schmidt brothers are, but you'd be
Schmitties?
impressed with them. Ian Schmidt was at Utah State, and he made when they got to the strap, he made Bob redline like a son of a bitch.
Wow.
Not many, and there's a lot of people out there that can make Bob redline, but for a guy that's only been pulling 2 years to make Bob have to work hard, Bob Brown worked real hard. Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's surprising.
So I've been training with him and his brother, and both those guys are inside pullers. Ryan can just suck you in super hard. So we've been doing a lot of hook, going into the hook and dragging and doing on it. So I feel confident that even if I get sucked into a hook, I can bang it out.
Well, let's go over to Taylor here. Taylor, you have the man Frank Callahan.
Oh yeah.
Right after the first match, and I can't say enough that he is deathly afraid of how big your hand is. I wouldn't say that I purposely told him your hand was humongous,
It's pretty
but
big.
he's a little nervous. He's a little nervous.
Yeah.
Let's
My
see the
hand,
hand.
I'd say that gives people the biggest problem is my hand.
Well, yeah, that's what I tell him. I was like, he's got a massive hand. He pulls great in practice, but tournaments, he's a little skeptical on whether he brings it out or not.
I've struggled in the tournaments, but I'm getting better. So, but what do you expect out of a guy? I mean, I'm coming up on my 2-year next month, so I still got a lot of progression to go.
Oh, I feel like I'm way behind. It's like, I've been in it for 2 years. I've been in it for 6 months. I've been doing this shit for 7 years. You'd think I'd be somewhere by now.
Yeah.
Progress, right?
Did someone in the chat call that like a forever amateur or something? Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
That's Greg Brown.
Damn.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Well, we have a solid wide variety of levels here. We have like, for an example, Robert coming back. He hasn't pulled and was trying to retire, and then he saw a post, and now he's coming back. And Kaufman, he's been out for 7 or 8 years now, and then we got up and coming guys like Frank and Taylor, and I don't know how long Charles has been arm wrestling, but I'm sure he's been arm wrestling for a little bit.
2.5 years.
Okay, so we basically got everything. We got them 2 years. We got them all the way up to 15 years, whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say, John Vasquez. He's been pulling a while. I know he's been pulling longer than me.
Yeah.
So, what's Woodhouse's first name again?
Josh.
So Taylor, if you make it through Frank, you got Vasquez or Hobbs. Both are, I'd say, both normally probably just top roll.
Okay.
I would think that you would prefer guys to try to take your hand and go inside with you because your hand's big and you like to feel the pressures.
Yeah.
Those two don't bode well for your style.
Yeah.
Either way, I don't see anyone having easy matches, so it doesn't really matter.
No, you're right about that. Yeah, no, I've been trying to work on, with Saray. He's been coming inside a lot more when I arm wrestle him, and I'm trying to, be able to keep that pressure. And then I'm also working on not hanging on too much. Like, someone's going to top roll me, like I used to try to hang on and fight the losing battle. I don't do that anymore either. So.
Well, that would be a loss in Corey's tournament, though.
Yeah. I mean, I'll just keep pulling through. It won't be a slip, right?
Yeah. So, like everyone else, what do you think? What is the one person that you would like to come out onto the end with? Who do you feel like you match up against on the other side? And I can pull up the other side for you real quick here.
Yeah, you'll have to do that.
Let's just say you make it to the final and you got to pull one of these guys. Who do you want? Not that there's any good or easy ones there, but
no, there's no easy ones. And I've only pulled a handful of those guys. A lot of them I mean, they look pretty damn strong.
Well,
I can tell you who I'd be
Kaufman's
worried about.
still losing weight. You're not worried about any of them?
No, I am. I can tell you who I would be worried about. Is what I said. Yeah. No, there's.
Yeah, he got me like that
Definitely.
earlier.
Yeah, there's reasons to be worried about everybody. You don't sleep on anybody on here, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know Fabian would be a big problem for me. So I'd say I'd worry about him the most. But
Who's got their microphone on their phone right now? Turn that shit off.
Yeah, somebody's got an extra mic going here. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like if Chris gets the 2 first wins all the way, he could have somewhat of a smooth sail. I don't know.
yeah, and he's got a pretty long arm. I just saw in our practice chat a video of him, and he looked pretty impressive. Even though you've been out of it for a while, man, you look pretty darn good. I was watching you pull with what's his name, Kenny Weaver, and that looked pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, people that are good, they're always going to be good. It's just
I'm watching Josh pull at that King of Shabbat or Chabot Troy. That was last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he throws forward into that hook. So I mean, that plays right with me. He doesn't drag hook. He dives forward into a hook. So that plays right into where I want to go. Obviously, I want to go back and away from all that. Go outside through his hand.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that'll be interesting. He doesn't drag hook. He dives forward and goes sideways.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people doing that are going to struggle.
Yeah.
What? So I know you guys are not super active in the chat. Some of you guys are, but I gotta bring it up. I gotta bring it up only because no one knows the drama that's going on inside of our chat right now. But we have a little bet going between Andrew and Jake Collins, and there's a side money going hustle that they're each throwing an extra 100. I think it's 100 at this point, but Jake and Andrew are throwing an extra 100 on top of this match. They wanted matched up first. They were basically the same polar, so it wasn't a big deal to move the match around.
No.
What is your guys' thoughts on these two? They do like to talk a lot of crap, so
And
I
which
hope
one
they can back it up.
Who is this again?
Andrew Quintana, he basically says he's placing top 6. He thinks all you guys suck.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you've read any of these, but
I don't
Jake
pay
and
attention.
Andrew are going to
to
town.
talk because it means nothing at this point. Because I don't know who's who, left, right of anything, so I can't say. To be honest with you, like I know Fabian, I know Ito, I know Vasquez, I know Frank. I know a few of those things. You want to sit up here? So it's like those are people that I've had experience with and done stuff, but other than that, like I don't know, them from a regular swinging Tom. But if they think that they're that great, I mean, good for them. I think Ito could do really well. I think Cristobal could do fairly well. I think Vasquez could do well if he gets to the strap. That's where he likes to play his game.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
I just think it's great that these two guys are going at it and want to throw something extra on top of there.
I'd love to.
I don't know if this is the smartest angle to do that in when there's 64, 62 other dudes you got to beat. But
yeah, I'd love to be the guy that comes through and takes that dream from him and knocks him out, so he doesn't even get that opportunity. No, baby. No,
yeah, Jake.
I ain't been talking shit. Andrew thinks everyone in here is mediocre. Yes, I am.
That is actually true. Andrew literally said that you all are just mediocre, and he's placing top 6, which is, that guy has he's got bigger balls than Charles.
Whatever that is.
Andrew, I think I want to say Andrew is from South Dakota or something like that.
So Andrew pulled. I think Andrew pulled at the South Dakota Memorial Poll recently, and he pulled with Matt. And Matt said that he said that Matt couldn't just pin me; he had to surge. And Matt was like, "Yeah, he surged 3 times over before they called the pin."
Yeah,
But
I think he was at Colorado State too.
I
think
so, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was. Yeah.
That Ito had that match with him at Colorado State.
With Andrew?
I believe so.
Tall, skinny kind of.
I think that was finals.
With like a mustache. No, that's somebody else.
Yeah, I don't remember who. I have to look it up in Aries to see where he was. I thought he was there though.
That Johnson kid is who beat Ito at Colorado State.
Yeah.
At least according to whatever.
Oh yeah, Edo beat. I think Edo won the 1 class, the 42 class.
Yeah, he
did. Jess and him had I think Jess fouled out or something. I can't remember.
And the finals there, I believe so. If I remember watching the video, he fouled out at the end there, and Ito was just one to pull. He's like, "Oh."
Yeah.
No, to be honest with you, it's just like I'm super excited for all of it. I really would like to pull with Fabian again. Pull with Fabian for the first time. I pulled with Cristobal. I wouldn't mind, honestly. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to have anything for after pulls, period, because I'm going to be so thrashed from doing everything that it's just going to be like, I don't know if there's going to be even worth doing an after pull to even pull with anybody, because to me, it's not even worth it at that point. I'm like, oh, yeah, let me pull with you as I'm fucking jelly.
Dude, if anybody has anything for after pulling, they didn't pull hard enough.
Yeah. Especially if you go to the B side.
Oh, yeah, you're screwed by that.
I mean,
only left
everyone that I pull is going to be pretty fresh because they're just going to go straight to the pad. So.
Oh my God, Charles is the second biggest shit talker in this whole thing. That dude literally talks more than Andrew, I think, almost.
It would be impressive if he did that, though. And then we can look back on this video and be like, hey, he called it.
I don't know.
It's going to be the opposite.
I'm training more hit and kind of side pressure stuff now just to kind of keep that shoulder in line, because I may or may not have to have surgery after this tournament. I've already got torn ligaments in the right shoulder. Yay.
Well, I mean, there's a clause in the contract that if you get injured, you can always just take the 1,000 and run. So, I mean, that would help you with your injury, I guess.
I would have to win in order to take 1,000. It's not like, hey, so congratulations.
I didn't say lose.
$1,000.
Yeah, no, it's all possible.
Who's the guy from New Mexico that was at Colorado State?
The guy from New Mexico that's at Colorado State. Which class?
I think he was in Keepers too.
The one that you lost to?
Yeah, that one.
What?
I lost him.
Was it Rocco, the big Russian guy?
Got a win on Vasquez.
If it was Rocco, Rocco's not in this. He actually just got destroyed by Nate McCallum.
Yeah, he did have that match with Nate McCallum, the Siberian Hammer.
Nate McCallum's pretty damn strong, though.
Yeah, McCallum is very strong. There's nothing. Yeah, Rocco just had that match. Yeah, Rocco had that match with Nate McCallum, and that was Arizona, wasn't it?
No, yeah, Arizona.
Yeah,
Greg Brown.
That was it. Yeah. Greg Brown's thing. Yeah, Rocco. I was honestly surprised, but at the same time, not overly surprised that Rocco got beat. I think there's a lot more just technical ability that Rocco didn't have to go into it.
Right.
Rocco,
Yeah.
he's stupid strong.
Oh yeah, he looks really strong.
Yeah,
sure.
He's extremely strong, and he's only been arm wrestling. He's been putzing around for a couple times, but he's only been seriously taking it probably for the past year and a half, and he is the number 1, number 2 super heavyweight in all of Arizona. I mean, and there's 200 guys in Arizona right now. That pool is just getting so big.
Yeah, no, that guy does look like a tank.
Yeah,
Looks like he has
sure.
a really strong hand and wrist.
he does. He's been working on it. You can get through it pretty. It's not terribly hard to get through. That's probably his weakest point. But
Okay.
once you're strapped to him, obviously the game changes once you're strapped to
Yeah.
him.
I pulled him
So I was
last
watching-
year, Utah State, and I was able to open his hand up, but it looked like he's gotten way stronger since then.
You were at Utah State
Oh
last year?
Jesus!
I don't remember
Yeah,
seeing
yeah, I
you
did
there.
the amateur class.
Oh, you did the amateur class last year.
I did
That's why I don't
amateur, and then
remember.
I pulled up in pros and at me, and then some dude I don't even know, he smacked me too. So
Oh, okay. So I didn't even get a chance because I had Robbie. No, did I have Robbie? No, I didn't have Robbie. Edo got smacked by Robbie, and
Go beat
then I ended up beating that. He's from like Guatemala or whatever. He beat
Yeah.
Robbie right-handed, and then I beat him.
So
And then of
I don't
course
want to.
used Jordan Sill again.
oh yeah, no, he's a beast,
Yeah.
man.
I don't want to ruin your fun there, Lewis, but I'm pretty sure Frank's here to talk some shit to Taylor, so
Oh,
I'll let
sweet.
those two go. Right.
Yeah,
Go for it.
I just nothing to say. I'm just here to make an appearance, be kind to my fellow comrades. That's it. And I was watching your videos, Taylor, and I'm so glad that you're bad at arm wrestling because those big hands do scare me. But it won't matter if you're bad at arm wrestling.
I don't
true.
understand how you can be afraid of a large hand. I have pulled with. Have you pulled Uncle John?
Oh, you asking me
Uncle John.
or Frank?
Actual size. No,
He's
John,
got a
Uncle
really big
John
hand.
has big hands.
He's got a
this
big,
is
big
this
hand,
is why
Yeah, his hands are very engulfing,
Look,
yeah.
look at that.
and I am not afraid of having a big hand. Go for it, all for it. Wrap me up, engulf me. I'm like, get it.
Yo,
Yeah. Chris Kaufman has a pretty decent sized hand, so it's not like Taylor's the biggest one here.
no, I'm
my
far
hands-
from the biggest. It's just
My
I got a
hand's
really thick
nothing.
thumb,
Nothing crazy.
and then
Yeah, hey, Robert says size doesn't matter; it's how you use it. So
that's right.
Oh God!
I'm just gonna.
I'm still
Yeah.
learning how to use it, but I'm definitely better than last year. I'll tell you that.
No, mine's that pronation muscle. That's where I'm at right there.
There she is. Look at that.
Right there.
Kaufman said he's only 260s right now, so he's slowly
Only
he's almost
260?
there.
Oh yeah,
He,
okay.
he laid off the McDonald's. He's gonna shave his beard to be good to go.
No McDonald's and then a small water cut, and he's done.
no, I think I've cut 26 pounds in 4 days.
Jesus.
Yes. Don't tell me no.
I mean, when people talk about big hands, though, you got to think if there's a lot of things to consider when you're talking about a big hand. It could be long fingers, a wide hand, a giant thumb, a
Exactly.
small thumb with a big thumb pad. So I think it just depends. Small hands can also be an issue too. If you've ever pulled someone with a really small hand.
Yeah,
Well,
Eric
if you pull
Wolf.
Nate McCowan, he's got small hands, dude, and it's still hard to open his hands up.
Yeah, Eric Wolf's got small hands.
Christian,
That tiny baby thumb.
they're little baby hands. But they're like this.
Oh baby hand.
I know, Frank. Frank, when did you start pulling opens?
Oh, hold on. Frank
Mount.
is there. We go. Here he is. Ask him again.
Frank, when did you start pulling open?
When did I start pulling open? Middle of last year? No, early last year. At
Early
least in
last year. Okay,
Texas.
so I didn't get the opportunity to pull you last year in San Antonio. Then
I also wasn't at that event.
I gotcha.
Also, is my camera even working? Oh, it is.
Yes,
Okay.
your camera's working.
No.
No, I didn't go to that event. So I remember you said something like, "Oh, I went to some Texas event. I beat like everybody except for Billy Ortegas." And I want you to know when you say everybody, when you
there
talk
were
about
there
Texas
were
event-
probably 4 or 5 guys that were their top pullers that weren't there.
Yeah, I mean that's the deal. Like I tell a lot of people this. Like if you look at like arm fighter, Aries, even in the hook, you have like at least 1 or 2 people from Texas in every division. And so when people are like, "Oh, I went to Texas and I did really good," I'm like, "Yeah, Texas also has an event a month, and the best guys aren't pulling every single month. And so you probably showed up and you pulled like literally the most run-of-the-mill guys you could have found."
Nah, I pulled Billy Cochran. I whooped Cochran's ass. And everybody was telling me how badass Cochran was.
Billy's been out of the game for a while. He's good, but he's not ranked in Texas, or like not highly.
At the time, they said he was like the number 2 best hooker.
Don't ruin Lewis's. That's Lewis's fame.
Wind out of my sails, ass.
Yeah.
All right. Go. I'm not going to steal your thunder, but
to be honest with you, and that's it, right?
And I risk of saying anything bad about Billy because he's a super great guy, and I don't want to. But Billy's probably like top 10 in Texas.
Right. So, and at the time, I don't know where he was. That was a while ago. But I know that when I went there, I beat Cochran. I beat the guy who beat Billy Ortegas, surprisingly. And I honestly feel because I was the only out-of-state person there and it was all Texas people that I got shafted.
Well, I really promise you that
I got picked on.
I mean, if it was a TAO event, I don't know if they really do that. My experience with the TAO has been pretty fantastic, very fair. But
it happened where it was like I went through, did everything, beat. Can't remember who I beat. Mm-hmm. And then it was like, all right, 30 seconds later, Lewis, you're on the table. Beat that person. Not even 30 seconds later, Lewis, don't go anywhere. You're pulling again. That match happened. Lewis, don't go anywhere. You need to pull Billy. Lose to Billy, because Billy, I think, lose to Billy. Billy had to beat me twice. Ortegas had to beat me twice. Lose to Billy. And then it was just like, all right, now you're going to pull again. It's like, I didn't even get 90 fucking seconds to catch my breath to do anything. I just felt completely exhausted and was like, all right.
What's your last name?
Horvath.
Huh?
Oh, your first name has an O in it. That's weird.
Lou. Yes, I'm not Hispanic. Why does everybody think that?
Let me see. I just want to check.
Troy.
242 class. Okay. You pulled Cullen, Bill, and JJ. All right, and you lost to Billy Ortegas twice.
Yeah.
I mean, so JJ's pretty good when he's not injured. Bill is top 10. Cullen's an amateur who just started pulling open. So
gotcha.
There's your
and then they hated me because I pulled
5 people.
No, it was more than 5. People lost out.
Oh, okay. I mean, okay.
I mean, that's usually how it goes. You have a weight class of with 20 people in it, and you only pull 4 times.
Oh yeah, but I promise you that Southern qualifier had less than 120 entries probably.
That one was actually pretty good. That one did pretty well. I think the amateurs had more than the opens did.
Yeah, they do. They do everywhere in Texas. We're there's probably 10 or 12 open pullers in every class, which are all very decent athletes, and then it's amateurs the rest of the way, which is just I think that's kind of how it is everywhere, to be honest. But Texas has such volume. We're so big. If you look at our TAL rankings, there's 60 names in every weight class.
Yeah.
And we don't duplicate names, so it's we have hundreds of athletes in Texas.
That's how Arizona is right now. Arizona's insane. I know.
But after the top 10 guys, you're talking about just guys who are just participants, basically.
Yeah. But no, I think I'd love to have a rematch with Billy. I think that I could actually give Billy some
fun.
Set it
up. I need to get him a match. He needs it. Also, he's super, super strong lately. I pulled him a couple weeks ago, and I couldn't do anything with him. He says he doesn't train. He just goes to practice. He's too busy running the TAL and all that. But he's so strong.
Well, I'll tell you that has some. Just remember that has some variance. Those of you guys that don't understand, you're getting into it. You've been doing it for 2 years. If you're in there every day, if you said you just pulled with him recently and you've been training and he's not, and all he does is go to practice every now and again, you got to remember there's a lot of fatigue. You've got some miles that you've been running.
He talked about that. He said maybe he's just fresh and stuff, but I'm I don't know.
That's a big part of it.
If you want a really good super match with a pretty good guy, I can get you hooked up with my boy Michael Zamora. There he is holding me in a hook at the Western 2 years ago.
Michael
Frank
Zamora.
Arrow hook.
Zamora will be more than
I'm
happy
down to
do.
I'm down to be a part of the flash pin.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it. I don't know. We had to talk to those guys.
He's ignoring me.
I'm not really involved in all that, but
Oh well.
yeah, I just did commentating, and they said they'll have me back, but I don't set up matches.
That's fine. Either way.
What's up?
Either way.
What's up,
Is that
Coffin?
all? Is that super matches now? Is that what it is?
Get out of here, bro.
Yeah, flash pins is all super matches.
Oh yeah, it's
Everybody's talking
just in
about
general. I think he's talking in general.
like before you had to like be a kind of a big name to do a super match, you know?
Oh yeah.
But like now everybody and their brothers doing super matches.
It's because it's more entertaining. It's not like, because here's the deal, right? A tournament. How many tournaments have you been to?
2.
A lot.
2?
No, he's kidding.
Right, but I mean, so obviously like tournaments take 8 hours, 9
Right.
hours to run, right? So if you set up 4
What
super
tournaments?
matches-
None of my tournaments take 9 hours to run.
Shut your mouth, Corey. I've been to your tournaments.
Colorado State 2023
Run
took
those
like 13 hours, and I
That. So yeah, there's that wasn't
2022.
13, but that was yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
rough.
at Washington
It
this
was
last
rough.
year was a bit of a cluster.
It
I
always
wasn't
is. Washington also,
with that,
like,
but
yeah.
you
I
had
love
nothing
the
to do.
Washington State
You
event
weren't even there.
with
Huh?
athletes and everything is awesome. Like the people who show up, and Tim
Oh, yeah.
Talmadge puts on a good event, but like I mean, I don't know what it was, the number of tables, how fast things went. Just get ready for a 10-hour day.
Yeah, no, and I'm the guy that's running around, jumping up and down off the table, getting the ref's water, standing in for a referee when he needs to take a pee break, and I got to compete. I am trashed at the end of Washington State or Arizona State.
Yeah, I don't know, but
Hey, let me
Couldn't hear you.
They call me old school, but like super matches, like I don't know, this is weird.
Yeah, I think they should be earned. I don't disagree with you. Like, you need to be that next level guy to, be on that super match type like thing. But at the same time, it's still, I think it's like, it's not bad for the sport,
Right.
especially if you've got, like, there was a bunch of us where we're at now, right? So let's say we finish out this 64, we get down to the final 8. Well, now somebody might take that top 8 and run a gladiator tournament where it's a best of 3 for, or a best of 5 for that top 8. And then the winners, the finalists of that one have a best of 6 at the end of it out of the top 8.
how many matches do you want?
Yeah.
took me
holy
like-
shit.
Let's say it took me
Jesus Christ.
10 years to be able to freaking earn myself to Arm Wars. and
Well,
shit,
congratulations that you made it to Arm Wars. I think that's phenomenal.
it's crazy. I don't know. It's just weird. Like that's why I see like all these players. It's like super match. I mean, I get it, but I mean, calling somebody out for a super match or even saying that is just like back in the old days, like when there's like the Northeast board. Corey remembers. You guys probably don't remember, but yeah, like you call out somebody for a super match. That's like calling them out to fight. Like that.
Oh yeah, no, I believe it. And I definitely don't disagree with you. I think it's just the way that the sport's, the direction that it's going. Because I mean, like for instance, look at what's going to happen at the next King of the Table. You've got ET and
Oh man.
Auden Larrett.
Hey.
You
Oh, we got
those
the
guys.
number one shit talker in the whole tournament coming in right here now.
Yeah, so you've got
buddy.
ET, the arm wrestling whisperer, and Auden Larrett pulling in a super match at King of the Table. I don't think that any of those two guys truly deserve that stage but the only reason they're getting it is because Auden has been following in his dad's footsteps and he's been arm wrestling and he's been doing this, and you know, but he's not like dominating all these tournaments that he's going to. He's not, you know, anything special. ET, the same. ET's doing well. ET's got some good wins, but he's nothing special. So it's only social media presence is what they are.
Exactly.
And they're getting a stage.
That's why they got the spot, because
That's
they're
it.
views.
Yeah, and that's
To
just
grow
it,
the sport. And arguably, that's way better. A lot of people are complaining because East vs. West is bringing in a lot of people that no one's ever heard of, which is cool because you could get the names out there. But they want to grow the sport, so they're keeping East vs. West competitive. And King of the Table it's just what do they do in boxing? It's an exposition, or you know, those kind of like bullshit matches.
Sure.
So,
And I get that, and I don't see anything necessarily wrong with it. I don't feel that they deserve the stage, but at the same time, it's like I know what it's about, right? So if I know what it's about, at least I can respect that. Okay, I get it, and I can understand.
I think it's a little harsh to say that they don't deserve the stage, though. They
You
do a
know,
lot for the sport.
ET has done a lot, right? ET's got 1 million followers on TikTok. You know, he's got a sponsorship with Factor Foods. He's doing a lot. He's a name that everybody knows. And with the Arm Wrestling Whisperer, people know who he is. Auden Larrett, people know who he is. He doesn't have a giant social media following, but he's Devin Larrett's son, right? So there's just like, who's carrying the torch now when Devin Larrett leaves, right? So I totally see like where it's going, and like that's cool that they get that stage, but at the same time, I think it's like, okay, well, if they get the stage because of their social media presence, like that's cool because they're getting views. But what's that say for the rest of the sport? Are we going to turn this into a fucking Logan Paul, Jake Paul bullshit where you just, start running around talking a lot of trash, gain 2 million followers on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, and then now you just making all these super matches, win or lose?
I don't think it's that easy, or else I'd have 2 million followers.
And that's why we're all arm wrestling, right? Like I just listened to somebody today, like the people who wrestle and the people who arm wrestle aren't doing it because there's money. They're doing it for the journey. They're doing it for the pride. They're doing it for the love of the sport, and that's why I'm in it. This shit's fucking hard. Because if it was easy, I would be up there.
Let's talk about something hard. Fabian and Christopher Kaufman polling for the first time in like 8 years. First round.
Neanderthalish.
Abs in
Have
here
you
now.
guys shown up at practice at the same time yet?
We
will. We're fighting each other like the plague.
Cover your baldy, dude. I can't see. You gotta cover the
That's he waxed his head, dude.
It looks clean, though, brother. It looks
glare's
clean.
better now. There you go.
There you go. That's better.
Yeah, that'll be
I
interesting.
love you so much, brother. I'm excited for you.
No, I think that match right there is actually a good first rounder. That's going to be a burner. I can't think of any other one single match that isn't going to be a burner right off the bat.
No, that's a good one to start it off with.
It's a really hard match for both of them.
That's either gonna go really fast, one way or the other.
I don't see it happening fast.
It's gonna go to the strap.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
I'm not holding on to him.
You have to you gotta go with Nesco.
I think Fabian. I agree with Fabian. Fabian's gonna go.
He says he won't hook me in. I'm not holding on to him. So
Yeah, Fabian's gonna get it into the strap, and then they're gonna go right into the hook because that's where Fabian loves to be. He loves to be deep inside and just go.
his hands are gonna go numb like the last time we saw each other. So
You gotta get in the strap first, though.
That's true.
If you don't do it right, it's gonna be painful.
Chris is way before my time. I'll literally be exactly at 18 months in the sport on the day of the tournament. But one thing I've been surprised about with everyone coming in around the same time I am is a lot of the people who used to be really good that are coming back into it, they're still really good. It seems like a lot of your arm wrestling strength, like 60-70% of it just stays. and a couple, like 6 months of training, and it's pretty much back there. I think it should be. He should still be very competitive.
Yeah, you don't lose.
Kaufman's only had like 2 months of losing weight.
You getting a lot of elbow pains after practice and stuff?
Yeah, like inside elbow and everything, but I mean it's not too bad. I mean honestly, I did a 5-day fast to drop like 15 pounds, so I kind of get a jump start. That was pretty easy. Practice last Saturday, I practiced fasting for 5 days. So
so you went in there depleted. You still did good. No one could do anything with it.
Yeah,
I showed up late though, so it wasn't their fault.
That's a good
That's
tactic.
Is one of your
thrown around by fucking Robbie Toby and fucking Matt and Ian. That's what happens. They just fucking throw me around.
Is one of your strategies to avoid Fabian at practice until March?
I wanted to practice. He asked me to practice. He wanted to go 1-on-1.
Yeah, he wants to feel it out so he knows.
I told Fabian, I was like, one of us has to win because it's in Colorado. So.
Oh my God, you guys! That's now you're creeping up to Andrew's levels here.
Yeah, I'm gonna come and stay at your house. That's what I'll do.
It sounds like there's lots of practices you guys can choose from. You got Isaac's and then Surrey's.
Yeah.
Springs and Corey's and AJ and
Springs is a long drive.
I'm actually.
And then Corey, when are you gonna throw a practice?
Try to get AJ done. Well, AJ and Luke just hit me up the other day about getting together, so maybe I'll have one next week or two. And then I'll invite those two and Taylor up, and they won't pull each other the whole time. They'll just pull everyone else.
Yeah.
I will say that the hook pullers that are not used to the altitude are going to be really surprised how hard it is to breathe and make.
I love it.
Power.
I came from a higher elevation. I came from a higher elevation.
I live there, man. I'm good.
Colorado.
I'll adapt.
Yeah, I'm up in the frozen north, so it's fine for me too.
Yeah,
Are you in South Dakota, Andrew, or are you in North Dakota?
What? I'm in Montana.
Oh, you're in Montana.
What's your elevation right now?
Mine?
Yeah.
It's not as high as Denver. I think it's like 4,200.
Yeah, I'm in Kuna. I'm sitting around the same, about just under 5,000. Just under 5,000.
Yeah, well,
it will mess with you though.
Noticeable.
Oh God, yeah, I love it because all I need to do when I get up there is drink 2 beers and I'll already have a buzz because of the elevation. It'll be great.
We're
We're
at a bar.
I wouldn't be surprised if I passed out just walking up to the stage.
Right. Oh, I shouldn't have done so many steroids before the tournament.
I was 205. I heard about this. So I've been bulking, dirty bulking.
Dirty bulk, dirty bulk, Deanna bulk.
I was 222 this morning, from 205 to 222.
No, Jesus, no, I don't do shit. I literally wake up in the morning, I drink a half a gallon of water, and then I go to the Shell gas station and get a waffle and sausage biscuit sandwich.
Oh dang!
And go to work and drink 2 energy drinks and a boatload of water, and I'm cruising at 242. I haven't gained weight or lost weight.
That's the working diet right there.
Yeah,
I've been eating normally. I've just added, like those Fairlife, like half-gallon jugs. I just drink 2 of those a day, and that's what's been putting the weight on.
Yeah. No, I don't even have to try.
It's definitely helping.
I should probably take care of my diet and actually truly walk around at 220 pounds. But I like being 240 because I don't look 240.
So again, question for Fab and Chris: if someone comes from the other side and you guys make it to the final, final 2 on the top side, who on this other side? Let me see if I can move these out of the way here. Who on this other side here do you want to pull?
Yeah, make sure you get my name in there.
I honestly haven't looked at it too much, but I know Frank ain't gonna go that far. That's why I keep calling.
Snap.
Damn, Frankie.
B-side on the first run, man.
I'm going 2-0. You guys all knew that, right?
Hey, dude, to be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if Woodall just absolutely just trucks me.
Wow.
Look at the other side too much.
Wouldn't be surprised, but I'm gonna give her hell.
Nice.
I'm coming in. So here's the deal. So for this tournament, so you guys know, right? So I'm working with Nose Slap here in Idaho. And we're working hard with Arm Sports to get them tied on as a permanent sponsor for all of our tournaments. And right now it's like, so I've got a whole shitload of product that I'm going to have. And I'm buying 20 bottles of Nose Slap or of Soul Slap. Corey, you weren't there for Washington, but guys, look up Nose Slap. They're a smelling salts company. I'm going to bring a shitload of it with me to Colorado. I may ship it out to you, Corey, depending on how much I have left over. But I'm gonna ship a couple bottles of the Soul Slap so y'all can stay up, because I'll tell you, I'm going balls to the wall. I'm gonna have such a heavy adrenaline dump at the end of it. I'm not gonna be able to fucking function.
That's awesome.
I gotta be, so I gotta go.
Hey, it's good seeing you, man.
Have a good one. But yeah, so we're working with that to keep them on. So and then we got that big tournament. It's not a big tournament. It's my first tournament. Corey, thanks for the flyer.
Oh, dude, I've been so busy. I'm sorry.
I know. I'll take care of it. It won't take me about like 5 minutes. I'll do it at the airport while I'm waiting for my flight.
Yeah. I ended up. Where did I go? That was the Vegas thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was. I ended up at midnight at Vegas, and
like 2
and then I got lost. They gave me the wrong directions. I blame most of it on Tim, but
it's all good. It's all good. It's fun. No,
I
got
a whole green bracket. In this green top right bracket, I think if you look at the matchups, I think Casey Allen has a good shot at sneaking up and through there. Really good shot.
I mean, yeah, Casey's really strong.
I just think the matchups are good for him.
Yeah, until he gets to his.
But at that point, you don't know the type of wear and tear. It's really hard to tell after your first, because you don't know.
Oh yeah, there's no way you can tell how much damage is put on someone's arm, their hand, the fatigue, whatever. You know, nobody. We're all coming into this, saying we're all training and we're doing this and what's going to happen. Like, I don't know how many of you guys are boosting your test or pinning EQ or whatever. I mean, good for you. Have fun with it.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's going to be, I agree with you, Andrew. It's going to be really interesting to see where everybody kind of just falls into place as things go on. Who's got the grit to keep it out.
Yeah, unless I'm mistaken, Casey Allen with someone else, all my experiences with him are like, he just doesn't seem to get tired. Like, he just pulls and just pulls and pulls. So that's why I think he has a good shot. I also think if there's any like speed flash pressers, like Michael Todd, like left arm style pressers,
Horniak.
I think they could have a shot.
Horniak is the number one presser in this whole group.
Yep.
And he is really fast.
Yep.
And that is one person I've said from the beginning is going to be very hard for most everyone to get past, because he has a really nasty press.
Hey, I stopped Gage Jordan.
If you get inside his head, he overthinks it, then he wants to hurry up and get it done. But if you sit there and you give pressure to where he feels uncomfortable and push inside, he's going to set up higher, and then you know where he's going to go, and just go and, any back pressure with him is going to, he doesn't know what to do with that. He's a good arm wrestler, but he's not that smart to where he can adjust.
Yeah, he is one of those dark horses, though, that could just come through and smack 4 or 5 guys in a row, and you won't know what happened.
No, I set up like a dead fish, so nobody's going to know what's going to happen when I go.
Yeah.
No hand pressure, just hold on, slight grip, no hand pressure, no loading, you don't feel anything, and then wow.
Yeah, my second or third match ever was against AJ Henson, and yeah, it was over before I even knew what happened.
Oh,
That's a lot of people.
Corey, who's the? He's like number 2 out of not Oregon. Yeah, see, like Seattle area. He trains with he presses. What's his name?
You're talking about Gage.
No, not Gage. The other guy that presses, blonde hair.
Blonde hair out of presses.
He trains with.
Doesn't ring a bell.
I'm trying to remember who he trains with. He's got a stupid fucking inside press, and there's nothing I can do with him. Gage, I actually stopped Gage. I surprised myself for the fact that I actually gave enough back pressure to slow Gage down. He took me sideways and drove me off the pad, but he didn't take the arm down. So that was a surprise to me. That was
Gage is shorter, less length of arms, smaller hands than David. David is really tall, longer arms, bigger hands, very strong. He's
very energetic, full of energy.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna fire off hard, and he's gonna be loud and obnoxious.
He trains over there with Win and over with them.
Who's Win?
Win is a little Asian guy.
Oh,
he trains in the Springs, man.
And then what was it? Abbott's group.
I think he's talking about Ben Win.
Yeah, Ben Win. So it's the blonde that trains with Jacob Abbott's group.
I think I know who you're talking about, but I can't.
He's got a just nasty inside press. That guy, super fast, just the same. Just.
I feel like you never really know how strong a presser is though, because like they'll surprise you, but then if they're even a little bit slow and you catch them, like sometimes you're surprised about how little arm there is there. It's really hard to say, but that's why pressing is so dangerous.
Well, and that's where watching this kid train with Abbott and like watching some of the videos of him and Jacob pulling, it's just like. It's stupid. It's just stupid because I know how strong Jacob is. And to watch those two go back and forth on each other the way they do, it's like just good Lord.
So knowing that we have Andrew on here and Charles is sitting just above him in the class, and I know Andrew's been talking a ton of smack in our little chat we have.
Absolutely.
Why do you feel that you're just going to plow through all these guys, Mr. Andrew?
Why do I feel like it? So, shit talking aside, my last tournament was Montana States. I think that was like mid-September. And, typical new guy mentality. I was doing a little better at practice, so I came into it like really confident, thinking I was just going to wreck everybody. And, like any other tournament, you get like those bad early matchups and you're just out. Then you have all these high expectations, So that really just like lit a fire in me. And I know everyone says they train hard and whatever, but I
don't train for shit. I'm in the gym 3 days a week.
I've been going so hard. I've been putting a lot of time, a lot of effort. I hired a coach. I've made so much, like people who were just ragdolling me and holding me center table like it was nothing are now like they're basically just my bitch on the table.
Who's your coach?
Sandris.
Oh, you've contacted Sandris. Sandris is fun. I like Sandris. Yeah, Sandris is
I've been
cool.
working with him for a few months.
He's got a good program. I do some of like Ray and Giannis' stuff.
His stuff is a lot different than theirs.
Yeah, well, I've dabbled in all of them, right? So I've done a little bit of all of them. Sandris is got some really good stuff. Ray's got some good stuff. Giannis is more on like the recovery aspect of things, along with some of the strength training. I've dealt with, I've pulled with all of them. That was fun. They were in Arizona when they came out for Arizona State. They were a blast to hang out with. Sandris was hilarious.
So, Andrew, what are you going to do with Charles when you get to round 3?
So let me look at it really quick. Because who does Charles have to go against?
Charles,
Charles has Mark Metzger first round.
Charles has to go against Mark. I honestly like. Okay, I know a lot of people think down, but John is really underrated. I don't think he's going to get through John.
Ritter.
John Grosselak. I don't think it's going to happen.
Oh, that wasn't the question.
If you get to me, like, it's not going to be. I'm sorry, dude, but it's not going to be close. Like, we have a really big group here. I pull consistently with people who are, rated a lot higher than me. If you want to go off their airs rating, like 1590 to 1650, and I've just been plowing through them. Like it's pretty easy. I've been making a lot of progress, and I think that there's a couple. Ryan Boussier, he's really underrated. I think he's going to have a really easy time going up through this group. I think in my section, there's a lot of people who are more hobbyists. They don't really train consistently or get table time consistently. And I know Ryan trains like a madman. You guys see how much John trains. John doesn't get a lot of table time, which is his downfall. But if he gets a hold of you, there's a lot of power there. But no, I think I feel very, very, very good about my chances.
Who are you plowing through?
I haven't even so my first Jake's Jake. I'm like he looks decent, but I just don't think there's going to be much there. I think it's going to be a pretty fast pin.
You got 100 extra money on that match, so you better feel a little more confident than that.
I wouldn't have put it down if I wasn't confident.
Well, I really hope that you do well. I think if you coming in, you got 18 months, you said, right? So just under 2 years. I'd love to see where your table IQ is. I'd love to see how you can adjust and make those adjustments quickly and on the fly, and see what's happening on the table and where you're at, and not just brute strength yourself through it.
Shut up, Jake.
And what's your background? Like, did you used to do powerlifting? Are you doing construction? Or are you just fresh off the boat?
I've just always been unusually strong.
You're a special kid.
Like I did powerlifting for a while. I did it for a year, and I won everything in the state, so I got bored with it. And
dang, you're that good.
You're just bringing up all the comments again.
I've just always been like, I'm not the biggest. Like, I'll probably be one of the smaller guys there, but I've just always been strong for my size. And
you've got some good base strength, so that's really good to hear. That's really good to hear. So
I have really thick hands.
Yeah.
What do you weigh?
Right now, I weigh 222.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
I look forward to it. I hope I get the opportunity to pull with you and see where you're at. It's like
all muscle.
That's really awesome to see. It's
like, you show something.
Yeah,
I love it because I get to work out at a strongman gym all the time, and I got my table in there, so it's
18,
like
buddy.
Have these amazing base strengths. They're throwing 250-pound fucking stones up on their shoulder, and then throwing them and doing all that. It's so much fun to pull with those guys because then I just sit there and go.
Yeah, I've been focusing on my wrist for like the last 6 months, and my wrist, because that was my weakness, but not anymore.
So you still got little twinkly fingers.
I wouldn't say so.
Wrist is good, but the fingers.
So here's the thing, though. I don't know if you've ever pulled Justin. I know Justin pretty well. Justin's not super strong, but he's still pretty good sized hands and stuff, and he beats most of the amateur guys down here. Did you come to Colorado? I can't remember, Andrew. I thought you did.
No, I had to work. I tried, but most of my crew did go down there.
Yeah.
Or
Ryan was there and stuff. Ryan did pretty well. But yeah. Mark's got big hands and he's long arms and stuff. So
that dude's taller than me.
Yeah, Mark is really tall. He's got
really
long arms. I do really well
against tall people. I do really well against tall people.
How do you do against John Rogoselak?
I think it's best that we don't say that, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
I
probably
think,
plows right through him. You know,
I
like,
think that we'll end up facing each other for sure.
Then that would mean you would win or lose your third match.
Yeah. I think if I had to be super honest about it, I think I'm the favorite because I get way more table time than him.
All right.
But he's just got this sneaky strength where you could feel really comfortable, then all of a sudden he gets this like just surge of power from out of nowhere, or he gets like just this tiny little regrip, and that's just like enough for him to kind of like really engage. And like I said, if people are sleeping, then John's gonna do a lot of damage.
Well, I just look forward to all of it. I really do. And I appreciate every one of you guys being here to do it. I know I'm not an amazing arm wrestler. I would like to say that I've got a lot of table IQ. I may not be able to execute it, but I can see it. And, and I think that just comes from the opportunities that I've had with Corey. I mean, hell, I still try to do what Corey says and control the thumb. You can direct whoever you want by just, moving their thumb around.
That's the trail.
But I do have to say, I got a lot of confidence from pulling Devin Bear the other weekend, or this last weekend. That was a big confidence boost for me.
Man, did you and Grosslack just like smoke the same weed or something? Like he just sent me the same nonsense. I just beat on Devin Bear. We're so much better. Devin this.
John wasn't there. His brother was pulling him.
Yeah, his brother. Yeah.
Well, boys, I'm gonna get going to the gym. It's my gym time. So y'all have
a great one. Get out. Good job.
Get it. Just get it. Stay with it. Get big. So I'll see you guys on the table here soon.
See you, man.
Heck yeah.
So for Andrew and Charles, this is the opposite side of the bracket. Who from this side do you want to see come across to pull you when you win out your side?
Let me see. Have I pulled any of these guys? I don't even think I've seen. I think I'd like to pull Jeremy Woodard just because he looks like a tank, and I always like to pull people who look as strong as they are. It's just more satisfying to win.
I feel like I've heard the Jeremy Woodard name, but I don't know. I've never really heard of any of these people.
People in the chat are saying he's pretty damn strong.
But yeah, he looks like his arms look bigger than his head, and from what I've seen, so that makes sense.
I'm pretty small, so
the video where I saw of him, he looked like who was that guy who kind of got like famous for a little while because he pulled like he supposedly beat like Devin in like some underground practice matches. He was like a former powerlifter.
There's Chandler.
Oh, Chandler?
No, not Chandler. Soto, Eric Soto.
Oh, Spoto.
Oh, Spoto?
Spoto, yeah.
I beat Spoto. That's nothing. Whatever.
I mean, isn't he like a world champion bench presser? Or used to be.
Yeah, I beat Spoto.
He 725-pound raw bench press.
Didn't help him against me.
Not a lot of things help against speed if you don't have speed in return.
That's right. I believe it. A lot of posts.
So what are you going to do when you lose your first match, Andrew?
Holy crap.
It's not like I love to hear it, but it's just not going to happen. That's not even shit talk at all. I really truly don't believe that there's any chance. I think there's 0% chance that I lose my first two matches.
0% chance you lose your first two matches. So
in my heart of hearts, that's what I believe.
You're basically assuming that you will beat Jake and that you're going to beat one of these two. So when it comes to the third match, who you feel John or Charles is coming across? Maybe Chuck.
I don't know anything about Charles, but
well, he's sitting right next to you.
I hope he's pretty good, because usually when people do the opposite of what I do, they're usually pretty decent.
Oh, we got one of our referees in here.
Oh, I don't work out.
Hey,
I don't practice, and I just think about arm wrestling. So,
You should try that someday.
just meditate on it.
I can't even see everybody on here. Where's everybody at?
How often do you do table time?
You got to hit that Zoom button.
Jesus. Who's
Yeah,
on?
phone's super small. We got Charles, we got Andrew, we got Fab, we got
Who's
Taylor.
Fab? Never heard of her.
Never Abian.
Is that the guy that
Maybe.
retired like 4 years ago and then he wants to come back or something now?
That was Chris.
Yeah, whatever.
Is that the one who always says he's going to come to a tournament and doesn't show up?
He didn't pay
All
my
right,
way.
now we see everybody.
Oh, Jesus. Pay your
There he
way.
is.
yeah, honestly, I think, I mean, no one from that list, but I think I'd be kind of interested in, potentially pulling Edo or
You're gonna have to win out to get to Edo.
maybe. Oh, I'm gonna win. You'll see.
Holy cow! So that means Andrew doesn't make it through if you win.
It's not gonna happen.
What are we talking about?
How tall are you again, Andrew? You said like
5'8".
5'4" or something.
5'8", close enough.
They're talking about
Okay.
this here, Mr. Tim. So on here in the bracket, Andrew and Jake have a side bet going first round, and Andrew said there's no chance in hell that he doesn't win this thing or possibly get in the top 5. I think it was 5, 6, right? You said
Top 6. I think I have
Top
a really
6.
good shot at top 6.
he's in the bottom right of the lower end of the bracket. He's pulling Jake first round, and he says he's not going to have a single hard match until the 3rd round, which happens to probably be Charles or John Grosselec, maybe Chuck Ryder. And it's kind of interesting because Andrew has only been pulling for about 18 months.
Mhm.
And
Bring him over to our side of the bracket.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he said he's been running through just everyone with higher ELO ratings than anyone in this tournament at his practices.
What's Andrew's last name?
So,
Well, I don't know. Quintana? Is that how you say it?
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going against Jake Collins first.
Yeah. Jake
That's
is from
Jake Collins.
California.
What state do you live in, Andrew?
Montana.
Okay. And then who's the 5 names that you don't think you can beat?
That I don't like, fresh on fresh, or
Well, you're
just-
saying you'll make it to top 6. So who's the other?
Well, I just feel like you just don't like. I feel like I need to be at least somewhat realistic in saying that after a certain number of matches, you don't really know.
But you think fresh for
Where-
fresh will smoke everybody then?
Not everybody. No, fresh for fresh. I feel like if at 18 months I could be anyone in the top left, fresh for fresh, that'd be kind of a disgrace to them.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think that the format of this tournament gives me a very good shot because I have really, really good endurance. I pull for I usually pull 2-hour sessions a week on the table, and I'm almost pulling the whole time. Yeah, I think I have a really good shot of sneaking up there.
But how do you do against John Grosselec? That's all I need to know.
If you want to get John in here, so that way he can respond, then I would. I don't like to talk about people when they're not present.
Oh, what are you talking about? We've been doing that the whole time in the chat, in our little chat.
He'll
a
come
good
back
idea.
and watch it, man. He'll see it.
If you pull a super match, 3 out of 5 and still enter the tournament, and you still after pull, and you do good in after pulls, I think that this is perfect to show where your longevity is going to kick in.
Yeah, that's why I was really happy about this, even though it's. I was originally planning on waiting until the 220 division, but I just think it's a really good way to show and get my name out there and get a lot of people to see that I'm coming up and I'm coming up fast, and I do take the sport very seriously. Like I said, I've been putting a lot of time and effort into it, and I've even been putting money into it. Like I said, hiring a coach and everything. So,
Oh, geez, who's your coach?
Oh boy,
Bob
here we go.
Brown.
Who's your coach?
Sandris.
All
So,
I mean, Sanders said isn't he just having you do a lot of bodybuilding stuff, kind of 4 to 5 sets of 8 to 10, and changing
No.
the exercises every week?
no, that's not.
Hey,
I'm pretty sure that's what he does.
I mean, that might be what he does with some people, but like whenever I send him videos of practice, he tries to change things up to address things that he's seeing. But we don't. No, he doesn't. He doesn't change. He doesn't change a lot very often. I kind of knew where my weaknesses were, and we've just been really working on them and bringing them up, and it's been really good.
Well, I'll see
No
you in the
bodybuilding.
220s
No bodybuilding.
if
I already
you
do my
go out
own.
too soon.
What's that?
I said,
Oh,
John
Jesus.
beats you. I'll see you in the 220s.
Oh,
Yeah, well, I don't know how long the 220s is going to be, but it's kind of my goal to do well enough in this tournament because I have like 5 or 6 tournaments lined up after this one. I want to do well enough that I wouldn't get invited to this.
Can you beat Uncle John though?
that's
I
good
have
plan.
no clue. Like seeing those videos, like I don't know. I don't know how good he is or not. I can't tell.
I think he's a guy you
I
don't
thought he was
sleep
small.
on. He's that.
I thought he
he's
was
good
small.
enough.
I thought he was like under 200 pounds. So I was surprised to see that.
Isn't
Yeah,
it like
maybe his left
260,
leg.
280 now, probably?
255.
But is he working out or is he just heavy?
It's working
He's
out.
been working
But you're
out.
looking pretty big, Andrew. Like, what's your body fat percentage though?
Probably like 12%, maybe 14%.
Corey,
I don't know
Corey,
about
do you think someone wins on the left side or the right side?
Oh man, I have debated that so many times now.
Am I allowed to comment even though I'm the referee?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That seems like a
I don't want,
Yeah.
I would never name a person, but am I allowed to say what side?
Yeah, you can.
I mean, I guess you
Depends
could,
on if
you
you
could,
name that person to actually make it because you ref their table.
I would never say who I would pick. I would just say the side.
And then how much
pick a
money
side.
would it take for you to just
Well,
get me all the way?
I foul out my own fucking mom. I don't give a shit. I'm still
you
mad.
could
I
pick
didn't
a
see my
you could
name
pick
on
a
the list.
side.
I thought I
There's
was gonna
only
be on that
32
list.
people on each side, so
So
the
don't
one of
say their
32.
name, but do you have a
You
name
guys-
in mind?
You guys should all just be lucky I'm not in it. That's all.
Oh, that is a good thing.
Go give it,
Corey, I'm allowed to say what side? That's it?
Just left it.
Sure, pick a side.
Right side all day.
We'll give it to
Absolutely.
Right side all day. So you still have a chance, Andrew and Charles.
Well, when you guys think about it, because of the format, the left side is all people who take this seriously, right? It's all people who are, pretty good. They have a lot more. They have a lot higher chance of taking more damage going up, and getting more going up. I think, because I think there's less likely chances for mismatches on the left side. I think the ELO, they have more matches in total, so their ELO rankings are probably going to be more close to their actual skill level. And I just think that they're going to be more worn out than the guys on the right side.
I
don't know.
cannot disagree with you more.
Yeah.
Dude,
Really?
Edo walks around in an arm wrestling jersey. I'm just pretty sure that guy.
He
takes it
literally
fucking
wears the same
serious.
shirt every day. I
All
mean,
Mexicans walk around in soccer jersey doesn't mean they know how to fucking play soccer.
How hard is it to kick a ball?
point
I mean,
proven.
come on.
Edo, but that still supports. That still supports because Edo's on the right side, right? He's in the middle of the upper right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Edo's in the middle
Wait,
of
does
the
someone
upper
on
right.
this? Does someone in here play soccer? I'm just asking.
No, but I
Just
can
for a
kick a
friend.
ball, just in case you're
Baby, and you play soccer?
So
Yeah.
yeah, Someone like
If I-
Edo has a good chance because he could be like his first matches might be easy.
I'm still asking, Fabian, do you play soccer?
I used to.
Man, if I wanted to
Used
watch
to
you
could.
struggle to score for 90 minutes, I'd just take you to the bar.
Who said I was the fucking? I played halfback.
Oh, I love it. Wait, go to this bracket. I want to see this bracket.
All right, hold on a second.
Sending me training videos, Tim.
Is that
What
your
is this
forearm,
nonsense?
Charles?
If you want a training video, I'll go grab my glass of whiskey here.
Is
in
that
a
your
second.
forearm? Your puny little forearm? My 5'8"
Yeah, bro.
forearm is way bigger than your. How tall are you?
Dude, I'm fucking like 6'6", 290, cutting down for this tournament.
I mean, I believe
Easy.
you're
You
good.
are not.
You're only
down.
5'8"?
No, I'm like
I
6'1".
put
You're
5
6'1".
nothing.
Andrew, you said you're 5'8"?
Oh,
Yeah. All the guys I pull against are like 6'1" to 6'3". There's one guy who's 6'8".
Ooh, I
Yeah,
forgot
this is
guy
what
was
what
in.
Troy says about you, Charles.
Ooh. Corey, I might change my mind. I forgot there was a certain person in on the left side.
Yeah, see?
Oh, that's a game changer.
Troy's the person that I really want to pull too, because everyone has a lot of respect for him.
Oh, that's hard. Ooh.
Everyone
you
seems
can't
to
pick a
respect
side.
him.
Corey, did you tell everybody who's going to be the announcer for this thing?
The announcer. Oh, is he actually official now?
Yeah,
Who is
Oh,
it?
well, go ahead and do it.
Mr. Don Hollywood Underwood.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Badass.
He's a really good MC.
Oh, yeah.
He'll be the MC and on the live feed all day, I believe.
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Him and I will get to smash around your guys' names and watch Andrew maybe make it to the finals. We'll see.
Top 6 for sure.
Top 6 for sure, but yeah, we'll see about the finals. I'll do my best.
Well,
Corey,
I,
is this gonna be like the World Series of Poker when these fuckers get down to like the top 4? They're like, fuck it, let's all just split the prize.
no. No, there's only one prize. There's only one prize.
The only thing I could say for sure about Andrew is he has no hair, so I know he's probably somewhat strong. You know.
If you don't look like a Viking or a biker, you can't be a good arm wrestler. It's a rule.
I was gonna say everyone else who has
You
no
know what?
hair in this
Y'all-
chat's pretty fucking strong, so it's gotta add up.
Wait, Fabian, who's your
should
favorite?
that be
to win?
that
What's
should be
that?
a statistics on our thing here? Is how
Hey,
much
Who's your
blood you
favorite
have
to win
hair.
it?
I'm gonna go shave my head now.
I like Isaac.
Isaac's his favorite to win.
Isaac is young, strong. That dude is a fucking. He looks like little Arnold.
just
He
pulled
has
Isaac,
endurance
man.
and stamina.
Didn't someone
Isaac
just post
Luna?
a video flash pinning
No,
him?
Isaac.
No,
No,
Russell.
I pulled Luna too,
Russell.
but Isaac Russell.
Oh, okay.
He spanked Frank.
I thought,
That's
Everybody
why I know
thanks
I'm gonna
Frank.
spank Frank.
didn't Edo just post a video flash pinning him? Like he just flash pinned him, right?
He's
Who?
still. I think he's
Uh,
just gotten so much stronger.
Wasn't that on the left hand at Colorado that he flash pinned him?
I don't know if it was on the left hand or not, but it looked like it was just like it didn't look like Isaac was even in it. So
Yeah, he had done like 6 different
don't
classes
sleep
that
on
day.
Isaac.
Yeah, he's
Isaac
I
is-
don't sleep on anybody.
Someone's trying to get
Except
in
for
our chat
Charles.
here.
No, it's got to be Frank because we're talking shit about him. So I guarantee he's trying to jump in now. Guarantee it.
I can't see who's trying to jump on. Someone
He's got
comment
no
if
shot
you're
on
trying
that
to jump
first
in.
round.
Whoever's trying to jump in, comment so I know who it is.
Who does Frank have first round?
Me,
Who's that?
Yeah,
Who's
he's got
me?
Taylor.
Taylor Palmer.
Taylor.
Taylor.
Yeah, let me scroll over to that one.
Where's? I don't even see Fabian on the list.
He's like
Maybe
number
he's a-
2 or number 1.
Oh, so he's very top left. Okay.
I'm 3 points away from making this thing.
I mean, Fabian's
Make
pretty
it-
massive, so
Hey.
I wouldn't be surprised if he made it pretty
Fabian's
far.
the only one that's impressed me with when he when he posted that video of his wrist curls, that's been the only thing I've seen so far that's impressive.
What are you talking about? Grosslock
He's
posts
like-
more videos than anyone. What you talking about?
That's true.
Yeah, but
Is
they don't
that,
impress
Fabian-
me.
is that
Yeah.
Drew
What do you
Bishop from Kansas City?
Yeah.
How much weight was he wrist curling?
I think he did like 185, I think, for 10.
I do 12 ounces at a time.
But
I don't know if that's
You
impressive.
need to get the bigger bottles.
John Grosslock lives 5 minutes from me, so I'm just used to everything he does.
Taylor and
Hey,
Frank, it should be interesting.
All right, Corey, who's the tallest person in this thing?
Oh man, I would say it's probably Easton or Mark.
Mark's like 6'3".
Yeah, Easton's pretty tall too, though.
Easton's
Easton's got to be close to 6'2".
6'5", 6'4", I think.
Yeah, he's tall.
I'm gonna
Horniak's
hop
pretty
off,
tall
guys.
too.
I think someone else trying to get on, and I got to go do other stuff. So I'll see you guys later.
All right, boss.
I got stuff to do at 7:30.
All right, I'll get the other guys in.
We'll see you.
Later. Yeah, did you see Fabian's? He was doing those pull-ups with, I think he's, 260? And then he had 135 strapped around him. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
He has to make 242.
Yeah.
Fabian's pretty strong, but he's a little heavy, not too crazy heavy.
He's got
Corey,
4
what
weeks.
happens? Corey, what happens if somebody does not make weight?
An ounce over.
They don't pull. They don't pull.
What's up,
You-
everyone?
Hey.
Oh, there's the man,
Oh,
Vasquez.
Jesus. See y'all later. Fuck me.
Who's in here?
Nah, just kidding. Nah,
Who
just
said
kidding.
that? Tim? Who's that?
Tim
Oh,
the Tool Man.
Is that Tim? Why the fuck is he in here? He's not in this thing.
He's the referee.
What the fuck is a ref? A ref shouldn't have an opinion on who's going to win. This is set up already.
I don't.
He doesn't have it. He can't pick a winner.
I think I'm going to win because I'm going there to have fun.
Well, yeah, we'll have fun afterwards for sure.
You would win if
So
you're
I
pulling.
win.
So, Vasquez, what do you think your first match on Mr. Hobbs? I know you've been moved around 1,000 times, but
Who's he got?
I watched
He's
some
got
videos
Hobbs.
on him. I really don't know.
Ooh.
I mean, Rance put him straight in a hook, but I can't put anybody in a hook. If they put me in a hook, they're fucked, but I can't do it.
I think you both are going outside. It ain't going inside at all.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm pulling Eric Saturday, literally just to see how my pronation is out of a hook. I mean, I don't have any expectations on that match, honestly.
Just flop wrist press him. You'll beat him every time.
Well, I can press, but I just got to get the courage to do it, right? I mean,
Just go in the strap and let it flow.
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, he's lost twice in a row now in presses.
Just push right against his shoulder. He can't defend it.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do.
We'll see.
It's not. I mean, literally everyone's beating Eric Wolf these days. So
Calm down. Don't downgrade my fucking win. You know what everybody's not doing is beating Jordan Sill, but I did.
Oh, that's
Jordan
true. That's
was
true.
hurt from Mega Mike, so shut
He
up.
he was not fucking hurt.
He was super hurt.
Oh my god, here we go.
Did he beat Mega Mike?
No, Mega Mike
No.
fucking murdered him and like ripped something in Jordan's hand. But I mean,
Left
Tim, you
or-
won. You can't take it away
left or
from you. You
right?
won convincingly.
That's surprising. Jordan Hill's really good.
No comment.
So you got Hobbs.
But about being
If you make it past Hobbs, you got Frank or Taylor there, Jonathan.
Listen, if I make it past Hobbs, my second match is a fucking cakewalk because I pulled
Oh,
Frank's
my God.
teammate. Frank's current teammate was my old teammate. Frank can't move him, and I hang with him. Frank
Frank
I don't
can't
know where
move
this
me.
kid came from with no muscle tone and t-shirt glasses, but he's not going to win anything.
Who's Frank's teammate that you pulled?
Robert Fowler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Robert pulled with us for 2 years, and practice is practice, but Robert's not whacking me. Matter of fact, the Vegas tournament, Tim reffed it. Robert took first, I took second in the super heavyweights. I beat Partington. Partington almost beat Robert. Ronnie Vega almost beat Robert. I mean, it's just styles make matchups.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. That's definitely true.
At least we got the better Corey on the fucking live stream now.
Yeah, Corey Boy's here. He just wants to stay up. Uh-oh. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Greg Brown.
What's going on, everybody?
Oh, shit.
All right, I'm mad at Greg Brown because he can't spell, so I'm leaving.
Oh, my God.
Okay, he really left.
Manager.
Oh, he literally left. That's funny.
Out of the whole flyer, not even a fucking thank you. It just tells me you can't spell. I'm like, no shit. I'm on the side of the road in my laptop. It's one of the small gaming ones too, so it's like. Ugh.
I got a business meeting I gotta head to. I just want to say what's up to everybody.
Later.
So, Mr. Greg, Andrew here thinks that he is going to kill just about everybody on the planet. And I think, yeah, you actually are. You're right here on his side with him.
Yeah,
have,
I was listening. He thinks he's gonna win because he pulls 2 hours twice a week. I don't think you're pulling right, bro. Yeah.
Oh, dude, you got Nicholas Anthony. That's gonna be a tough one.
Nicholas is a lighter guy, but
yeah, he's dropped a lot of weight, but he's gotten stronger too. He's been training with CJ, and he's looking damn good, really good. CJ's having trouble with him now.
Yeah. That I mean, Greg is not horrible. Greg's still pretty decent, but we'll
I got
see.
faith in you, Greg. You can do it.
I'll be happy with just one, bro. I'm gonna make an entire fucking docu-series about the Super 64 and the underdog story of Greg Brown winning one fucking match in this
Just
tournament.
one match. You got it.
Just one, bro. Will this arm wrestler ever win a match, bro? That's the story.
Oh man.
Well,
yeah,
you're rated high enough that you should you've won at least one match in some time, shape, form. So
yeah,
Nicholas will give you a run for your money for sure.
A big run for the money.
If you by chance make it past Nicholas, you got Ryan and Dean. Ryan's out of, I think, South Dakota or Montana or something like that, right?
South Dakota.
Yeah.
Who's he train with? Mr. Trapper Saltzman?
I think, doesn't Ryan train with you, Aaron or Andrew?
He doesn't train with us, but he's got a really big group out there. I can't think of the names off the top of my head, but he travels all the time to train with people. So it's not just his group. The North Dakota guys, he trains with some of them, and he goes down to Wyoming. Yeah, he's all over. And Wyoming's got a really good crew.
Yeah, we're pretty decent guys. Pretty good guys there.
So, yeah. I can't think of any names off the top of my head that would be like super well known, but he puts a lot of effort into it.
Yeah, Dean's pretty decent.
So if I win my first match, my second match is technically supposed to be easier.
I don't know about
your
that.
Your second match is supposed to be easier.
Yeah.
Unless magically a really good guy gets down with you.
At this level down here, it is very hard. You all are really, really close to each other. So
I'll give you Frank. I'll make you that deal.
I can't say that it'll be easier. Your third match will definitely be harder for sure.
Well, I pull 8 hours a week. I train 3 hours 3 times a week. So there you go, Andrew. Do more, David Goggins.
I wish I could do more, but I'm maxed out on recovery.
Hey, Corey, I was thinking I was going to message you, but I figured I'll just bring it up whenever we did this live stream. If people want to send their training videos, I can make like a promo reel for the event, or
Yeah, that sounds good.
but I just didn't want the chat to get flooded, so like I'll put it in there later. People could DM me, but it's got to be long form, not up and down. It needs to be like with the cell phone sideways.
You'll get about 600 videos from John Grosselak, so just be a little careful what you ask for.
It's all right.
Grosselak's gonna definitely send you like 10 or 15 by tomorrow morning.
He's doing. He trains twice a day right now.
Yeah, he wants it more than all you guys.
Yeah, he definitely. Yeah, he trains a lot.
So what was the final vote? I remember there was like people voting. Who was the number one guy?
Oh yeah.
The technical spec as far as the number one rated arm wrestler in the tournament is a tie between Fabian and Drew Bishop right now, but the guy who's supposed to win, is that what you're more asking? Like who's supposed to win?
No, he was asking about that one where everyone was voting on.
Oh, that nonsense that you all like faked
there was
it
a lot
out
of
or.
Oh yeah, where you could vote like 10,000 times and.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you ended up pulling it out, Greg. Didn't you pull that thing through? You had like everyone's.
I wasn't
refresh
on
and
that
click.
Well, I had seen like names that I didn't recognize from like that top left side, and I was like, "Oh, okay, who's this?" But I didn't know you could like have fake votes. I thought that was legit. I was like, "Here we go. This is kind of cool." Like who, not what the stats say, like what the community thinks, Yeah.
People. I'd have to look at it again here. Hold on one sec. I got to plug my phone in.
Because when I make the video, I'm gonna have voiceover, and I wanna cover, me, the underdog, and then whoever the top supposed contenders are. And as I introduce each person, have their training video. But I don't know who that is.
There's so many people in this; it's really hard to say who a top contender is.
Yeah, that is a very difficult question. I mean, there's guys on the bottom side that I think like Andy, Grosselak, Chuck Ryder is definitely someone that no one's looking at. On this side, depending on how they come in, Justin Tanner used to be really, really good. Johnny Nasick could easily do well. And then on the upper side, I mean, it's going to be just wars all over the place. I have no idea what's going to happen on the upper side.
Anybody from the upper side.
Yeah, it's a crapshoot all around. To pick one person and say that guy is going to win this thing is almost impossible.
I'm telling you, bro, Cristobal, that motherfucker is strong, dog.
Yeah, Cristobal, again, another one that could easily be all over the place. He could easily walk through and beat most of the guys, but I have no idea. I mean, that's kind of why we wanted to do this, right? We want to see who can pull out the wins. Oh, so the current leader of the thing is Lewis. Lewis is the current leader of the poll with 138 votes. I think he clicked himself 100 times over.
He said he has like 70 cousins or something. I can't remember. He said something about like he has a huge family and they're all gonna vote. So.
He's got Greg's Browns Mexicali guys voting on him too.
Yeah.
No, those
no.
I sent them the video of when I flashed Lewis, so they were like, "Never mind, we're not voting for him."
Greg, are you?
Do you have a video where you flash him?
Yeah, I got a few.
Oh shit! Hey, you still doing the truck training?
The what?
You got the bands in the truck? You training?
Bro.
No, he does it fucking off the pole of his front of his truck, just like in
I
the
used
movie.
to do that, man, because I drove. I mean, I still drive trucks, but now I can get more home time. I can train at home, but I
I
damn
got
sure
my
attached to the door.
yeah. I'll show you the money maker right here, bro. You take one of the bands right here, bro. I got like mountains of bands, bro. Hold on. Let me show you the magic, dog. Right here, there's like, the ladder they have for the fat people to climb to the top bunk?
Oh yeah.
I just lay down. I cup like this, and I just lay down.
There you go.
I don't know why, but that shit is making my forearms huge, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Huge.
And you could be hitting that side pressure all day while you're driving too.
That's right. But yeah, Corey knows I'm at a huge disadvantage with my tiny thumb.
Man, he's got
Advantage, bro. What are you talking about?
small
Put it to
man
work.
thumbs.
Small man thumbs.
Then just don't keep your thumb up.
It's
See,
strong.
that's the trick.
Like
Yeah.
Tim said, it's got gas in it.
No, my.
But
Yeah.
all right, fellas, I'm gonna head out. It was good talking to you guys, though. But you
Good
heard it
talking to
first
you.
here. I'm gonna run
Yeah.
through it real easy.
Oh shit! Watch
Yeah.
out, guys. Here we go.
Have a good night, guys.
Later, man.
Yeah, so we'll have a couple more of these. Get more of the rest of the guys on here, hear their opinions. Eventually, get the rest of them.
Yeah, I saw Russell was
Yeah.
trying to get in. Said he was having some phone issues.
Yeah, I want to see. Try to get at least some of these other ones I haven't talked to before. Now that we got Greg in here again, he wants back in it. He didn't.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, man. Way to get back into it.
It was just a work thing, man. Like I was gonna do East versus West in Phoenix, but they didn't give me the time off. And I said, you know what, fuck it. I qualified for 64. I'm gonna be in Colorado anyways because I work in Colorado as a
Okay,
truck
there you
driver.
go. There you go.
And yeah, I've gone to Sire Brown's house.
Yeah.
Sorry, because I parked right there at the Loves up the street from his house.
Yep, that's where I park too.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. So that's gonna be pretty close to the tournament as well, and
Yep.
I do feel like it really is like a kind of a big deal, like first time in history. And when I make the video that I'm working on, I really want to focus on that, like, so that way when people look at it, they're like, is this right? Is this the biggest bracket in history? Because that's the first thing I thought. I was like, what's Corey talking about? The biggest bracket. I'm like, damn, you're right. That is the biggest. That's crazy.
It's super exciting, man. And I'm excited for
largest-
the other ones to come up too, because I mean, if Corey allows it, I'll if you need extra guys in the supers, I want to do the 220s, and I could probably even cut.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that as long as you qualify, you guys are
Yeah.
jumping up anyways. So I know Greg's been blasting me about getting the 220s, and unless he wins this one by some chance, and we're gonna have a bunch more. So the venue's super excited. Everything so far has been good. We got a ton of extra awards and prizes and other stuff we're gonna hand out. So I think that it's overall we're just trying to make something that's never ever happened before. Maybe we'll tweak the next one. Frank really wants me to do triple elimination. I think that's absolutely bananas, but
That would be a long time, but
it's a long time. Yes.
Yeah, you almost need to
But,
start the day before. What?
How many tables? How many tables are you gonna have, Corey?
So we're gonna do 2 to begin with till we get to the 32 guys. Once we get to the 32 guys, then we will switch over to 1, and then we are going to. Here, I'll show you too. Here, real quick. We are going to switch it to pull-offs for top 8. So if we look at the bracket here, and I'll try to make this as big as I possibly can. So once you get to the top 8, we have pull-offs for every single place. 4th, 5th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 3rd, and 4th will all do pull-offs, and then you have your pull-offs for 1st and 2nd at the top. So
and then between
unlike a
first and
traditional
second, you pull
bracket,
twice.
yeah. So unlike a traditional bracket, the top side guys will end up coming across to meet each other. The bottom side guys come across to meet each other, and then they pull each other over here. So
Okay,
there
yeah.
is a little bit difference from the normal side. So you can see how those come across to meet each other in the center
Yeah, that's
before they
badass.
actually compete. So the top, 32 best guys are going to come in and meet each other. Then the bottom 32 guys will be in each other, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, that's
Right.
awesome.
So the winner of bracket A will go against the winner. The uppers winner will go against the lowers winner.
Yes, eventually, yes.
Damn.
So
How many
you
are you
won't
trying to
have to pull.
fit in
What's
in a
that?
year? How many of these tournaments are you trying to throw within a year?
They'll let me do 12, but I mean,
Okay.
I'm gonna try to do as many as I possibly can. I really just want to see this one go over very successfully, and then I'm hoping to land this other sponsor. And if I can land this other sponsor, things could take off from there and get real crazy. So
That'd be awesome.
Are you gonna have is it gonna be live or is it gonna be someone filming
Yeah.
it or?
Nope, we are gonna be live on every channel I possibly can be, and then have Don Underwood with me on the live stream talking and stuff. Try to pull you guys in and out, as you come off the tables.
Well, it's
So-
growing big time, man. Because I Vernal, and I just met a group of guys that are just getting into arm wrestling, and they already all about this event too. It's pretty cool. They're already talking about it.
Yeah, and that's the goal. Is we want to get it as big as possible, and I mean, maybe one day down the road, it's not 64, it's 128 or something crazy. So
Damn. Yeah.
I mean,
With triple elimination.
nah, don't get crazy. Don't be
Week long
frank.
tournament.
So would you
Yeah.
say this is like the middle of the pack pros and like the top of the amateurs as far as like the 1500 to whatever the rating goes to?
Yeah, so I hate using the words, but if I have to use words, I would say these would be considered mid to low level pros, all the way down to low level amateurs. So, and it's low level pros because of the fact that they are rated at a certain level, and their best wins put them in a range that meets everyone else.
Yeah.
And
a lot of
those
these guys
level pros, the low level pros are pulling low level pros, and the low to high amateurs are pulling the low to high amateurs before they ever pull anyone crossed. So you have the best opportunity to go as far as possible in the event, and then pull someone, potentially higher than you, a couple 50 to 100 points higher than you. So
How many
everyone has
points?
a chance.
How many points would one win get me?
Oh, so
Depends on who you beat.
Yeah, no,
okay.
we actually kind of figured this out. Frank and I sat down and figured this out. Roughly speaking, if you win the tournament, you're gonna gain about 90 something points if you went straight out, because you're gonna pull the like person almost all the way through. So you'll win basically 14 points each single match.
Okay, so someone like Fabian,
so that's a lot.
who is already top of that score, and then everyone
Yeah,
he
he-
beats is going to be a lower ELO rating. Does he still gain the 90 points?
Yeah, he would be slightly less than that. He'd be about 13, then go down. So he's going to be a little bit less than 90. He's going to be the highest, I think, would be about 90 to 100, and then he's going to be somewhere around 60 to 70.
Yeah.
But he can still jump, a good amount. And then next time he won't
Yeah.
ever qualify. So, and that's the
Well,
kind
I
of
mean-
the point, right?
Yeah, yeah. And most of his career recently has been in the supers. So
Yeah. So his points in this are a little bit off compared to his supersized one.
yeah,
So, but like, Greg Brown, he wins this thing. He's going from a nobody to a somebody instantaneously. So
That's right, baby.
that's what we
So
want.
90. What am I? I'm like ranked like 400 or something. No, that's my lab. I think I'm like, let's just say whatever. I'm 600. If I win 90 points, what is that gonna shoot me up like?
Oh man,
a
you
lot.
would jump. You would jump a dramatic amount. Now considering you're more on the bottom side, there's a really good chance you jump, some astronomical amount of points, and because you'll end up beating someone really higher over you at the finals. So you probably go.
Shit, I might have to bulk back up. I cut hard, bro. I was 203 after 10 days in Mexico for my wedding. I'm back up to like 213.
Just stay right there, man. Stay right there.
So you're right now you're a 1273. So you're actually like 879th place or position. So if you win this thing, you're not gonna gain 100. You're gonna gain well over 100. You'll go from probably 880 to, I'm gonna just say, well into the probably 600 plus. You'll probably gain 150 or more points.
Oh, here we go, baby. Yes. Damn,
that's no small task there, Smalls.
I was gonna say all you gotta do is win, man.
Yeah. And Andrew already said you're not winning, so Andrew basically said that ain't nobody beating him, so.
No.
Yeah, there's no way I could arm wrestle 2 hours like twice a week, man. I go to practice for like half an hour and my arms all flared up.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, we will do it again. We will get some more guys on here. I'd like to get like matchups again and get potentially Greg's guy on here. Get some other people on this. Just talk about the matches and what you're planning on doing, stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
So,
sounds good.
I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah,
Thanks, Corey. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks, guys.